Hey, I'm Seth with Land House. Thank you so much for joining in. Just got a phone call from a friend who is going to repair an old lady's roof. Apparently, it's been leaking so bad that she puts a tarp over her bed at night when it's raining to prevent her from getting wet. So we're gonna go put a tarp and some tires on the roof to hopefully at least get her by until someone comes and actually fixes the roof. So that is our plan for right now. I'm gonna try and bring the camera along for a couple little clips. You know me though, I get so embarrassed whenever it's time to bring the camera out. So we'll see if I actually do that. I also brought the drone, so maybe I'll get over my fear and get some shots of that too. But anyway, let's go up here and fix a roof.
Well, I'd rather have too many and bring some back. Well, I was talking to Zach.
Oh man, 75 degrees out today. That roof was hot. Had to sit on some blankets and towels just to be able to stand it. That house had a lot of stuff going on in and around it that definitely did not want to show on camera. I hate to see people living like that. Yeah, it's eye-opening sometimes to see. Yeah, it's just a bad situation. So we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I hope that lady can really enjoy her new blue roof for a year or two. She was having to put plastic on her furniture and stuff to keep the roof from leaking on it. So anyway, that's all about that. Well, we'll go back to the house. It's actually just Saturday. I don't normally film on Saturday, but since I was heading up there to do that, I thought I would just grab a couple clips for you. But anyway, I will see you in a day or two, which for you will be like 1 second. I talked to Spencer Langston with Langston's Alternative Power. He and I have been having several conversations about the micro hydro install that I'm doing. And one thing he said that you can do if you have poly pipe that might pull loose during water hammer or whatever, you can take some hose clamps on some metal bar, such as these fence posts, and wrap it around the pipe and kind of cinch it down, and it will basically extend the, I guess, the friction point on the pipe. So anyway, Arrow and I are going to walk around the property and find these fence posts and just move them down towards the penstock, so that whenever I install that in the next day or two, we will have a nice solid connection. It is Tuesday morning. Not sure where my hat went off to. I'll have to find that. I was over at my sister's house with my parents yesterday, moving a plastic storage building. We built a little wooden frame and pulled it up onto that frame, and I threw my back out. So I'm a little bit demotivated today. But so far I have made 10 ram pumps, and then just kind of done a very quick tidying up of the shop here. So because my back's hurting, like to the point where I was trying to sweep and I was like, ow, ow, ow. So won't be doing tons of work today, but I got clean shop, build pumps, start back the ram pump. We had a pretty good rain and it washed in several inches of silt on top of the intake. I have an intake planned that will hopefully remove that situation, but that won't be today's deal. I want to film a video on ram pumps. So with the stainless steel valves, they are bigger, heavier than the brass, and inside the flap doesn't hang quite as far open as they used to with the brass. And so what I do is I don't know if I've already tightened this one or not. No, not yet, but I basically tilt one of the T's to the side a little bit, the one that has the valve on it, so that the flap just hangs open a touch and lets it close easily. But people don't know that whenever I ship out pumps, so I just want to make a quick video on that. And my main project for today, depending on how I feel, is to use this new hole saw to install some Unisil, which I actually spoke with the Unisil warehouse here in the US and asked if they would send out some of these. If you've never used a Unisil, it's a rubber circle. You use a hole saw to drill into a tank, and this inserts into that and allows a pipe to come out. So for instance, I've got a couple of them down in here that hold these pipes in. So that's going to be used in the micro hydro intake barrel. It'll make sense whenever you watch that video. So I want to get that barrel installed and then do a couple other little house cleaning things like take out boxes. Just cleaned out the intake of the ram pump, so hopefully it's working well again. Let's see what our flow rate is. It's low there, but it just has some air stuck in the line. Cool. That should do it. Proper way to start a ram pump is with an umbrella. So it's Tuesday, which means it's work day, but also rain day here in the mountains. I can tell that if I'm gonna get anything done, it's gonna be in stages. So I just brought the micro hydro barrel up here on the four-wheeler, and it's raining, so I just brought the umbrella too, so I can kind of hang out until it stops raining, and I can haul the barrel up the woods here. Hopefully it only rains for a couple of minutes. If not, I will go back down to the shop and work on ram pumps for a while. So yesterday, Ashley and I put in our new sink. She wanted a white sink instead of a black sink, and then this really fancy gold faucet here. We also replaced our handles. You ready for apple juice? Okay. So our old knobs looked like this pink one right here, and now they are like this. Man, you kids are loud today. Here. Ah! Ashley was saying I should reshoot all that scene in the kitchen, but my kids are that loud all the time. It's just real life. So I've got the four-wheeler here, and I'm heading up the mountain. I've already got the 55-gallon drum up there, and the next step is going to be hauling one of these pipes. So I've got 3 that I'm going to be using. So I want to make sure that I have one of these with as few holes in it as possible. I know the other one over there has a hole, 2 holes. So yeah, I think this side is the one that I want. So let's go hook that up to the four-wheeler and drag that up the hill. I started walking back down to the four-wheeler to get more of that 1 1/4 inch pipe and some more boards for the bridge for the micro hydro. And started raining, so I ran back up, got my tools, and then got back down here to the four-wheeler shed. It's just one of those on and off kind of rains. Well, I guess I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then start building a bunch of ram pumps. I think that would be a really good use of my time. I'm glad I got my motivation back yesterday and finished up the barrel intake for the micro hydro system. My next step is going to be installing the 1100 feet of pipe coming down to where the turbine is going to sit. And thankfully that is going to conclude the up on the mountain stuff, which has involved a lot of walking lately. But I've not been going to the gym since it's all closed, so that's a good thing. It's about 9:20 at night. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. But before I do, something really cool has come in. The Midnight Solar Classic 200 charge controller for my micro hydro and solar system install. Pretty awesome. I've not worked with one of these before, but from what I hear, they are one of the better charge controllers. So I figured if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it right. I've got Spencer Langston helping with all of the small details. So this right here should be really good for hooking up both the solar and the hydro together for all of our needs of electricity in the house. But anyway, that series on the micro hydro is going to be pretty awesome. And I'm probably going to be 15 plus videos. And my goal is to post them all consecutive, like just straight. So I'm going to have to do a lot of editing beforehand. But the good news about all of that is if I make a mistake along the way, I can do an update video in the same series showing how I correct it. So you won't have to jump around and find the micro hydro videos all jumbled up with my other videos. But anyway, I'm gonna work out here on ram pumps for about an hour and then go edit this video for you so you can enjoy it. Man, I've been thinking about that woman's house that we worked on, her roof. Yeah, YouTube is really picky about the words you're allowed to say, but the boys that were at that house were doing some not good things, and their mom was suffering pretty bad. Like she had lost 10 pounds down to like 70 pounds just because her boys weren't taking care of her. So anyway, sadly that kind of thing happens, especially around here. It's really sad, but anyway, sorry to leave you on that sad note. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.